Hi, thanks very much for downloading this video about the characteristics of a high ROI website. I want to start, before we get to the website, reviewing the amount of searches that come in on a term like VetSeattle or folks looking for veterinarians in the Seattle area. And you can see I'm on Google's AdWords keyword tool, and I've just highlighted some of the different search phrases that people put in, and you can see that there are tens of thousands of searches in all different combinations. Even if we look back at the specific phrases that folks put in, there are still 3,000–4,000 searches a month for people looking for Seattle veterinarians. So if that's the case, let's take a look at a website that might capture a good proportion of the kinds of visitors that come to your site. Here's the site that you saw before, Seattle Veterinary Services, or VetSeattle. And you can see that there are a number of things about this site already. One of them is it's laid out in a way that's easy for people to see and that highlights a number of things for them in a way that's still clean and easy to read. And then you can give them a message, you can tell them parts of your practice that you think are important, and you can give them an opportunity to interact with you, to download some kind of a coupon or something of value, and for you to capture contact information from them. So let's take a look at some more features of what a high ROI website might include. What I'm taking you through right now is the blog, and that's a content management system. What this does for you is allow you to put in your own content. So you can do coupons, you can do specials, you can do give out information or videos. This is an image. An image is very easy to put in. You can put in videos just as simply. And you can also put in your own content. In fact, if you can use Microsoft Word, you can use a content management system like this. So it is both very flexible and very easy to use. It's also got lead generation designed in. As I said, you can make offers of information or discounted coupons, things like that, and collect user information. The other thing that you can do is, once you've gotten visitor contact information, you can continue to give them high quality information on a timed drip without you having to go back in day by day and send messages. We can set that up automatically for you, so all of this can work on automatic. It's also integrated with social marketing. So if you look down here at the bottom of every piece of content that we or you put in, you've got connections to Tumblr, and you've got connections to Facebook, and you've got connections to Dig and Delicious and all of the usual social bookmarking and social networking sites built in. In fact, people can even like your site or your post on Facebook automatically without having to visit Facebook. And if you look at the bottom, you can put in your Facebook feed, you can put in your Twitter feed, you can include samples of photos that you have. All of that can be integrated very, very simply without you having to go back and fuss with it every day or every month. So it's got social marketing built in. It's also designed for Google Places. Let's take a look at the contact form. And the contact form does a number of things for you. It automatically has your contact field so people can get in touch with you and give you messages and whatnot. It also protects your privacy. And it's got Google Places built in. So it shows people where you are. You can include reviews that you've gotten. You can include hours and the kinds of payment that you take, and all of the usual Google Places information, all integrated for you automatically. So that's very nice. It's also mobile enabled. If somebody's out and something's going on with their pet and they're interested in finding a veterinarian right away, and they do a Google search on their mobile browser. Mobile browsers, of course, are a different size, and they've got all kinds of different standards than a PC browser does. Well, we can set up your website in a mobile browser for you automatically, so it can handle that. I don't know if you've seen the statistics lately, but an increasing percentage of Google searches is handled online. In fact, Facebook, the majority of Facebook browsing is done through a mobile browser now rather than a regular PC browsing, and we can handle that for you. Also, when you look at online publishing and SEO services, this has online publishing built in. In the About section, there's news and press releases, and we can handle those. Press releases turn out to be a very, very good way to drive traffic, and we can help you put together press releases. You don't have to have anything earth-shattering. You can just speak to the everyday concerns of people with pets, and it turns out Google News is a great place to drive traffic to your website, and we can build that in. Now, you've heard me mention a lot of different aspects of this website, and it may begin to sound like a bit of a snowstorm of features. And the nice thing about this is these are componentized or plugged in, so we can ramp them up for you. We can start out with the ones that will do the most good, the most quickly, and we can continue to add. Then, of course, we can do focused advertising. Many people do pay-per-click, for example. Nice thing about a website like this is, as you've noticed, this lead capture device shows up on every page, so we can drive traffic to any page on your website and it will gather leads. And then finally, we can do reviews and support. So social proof like this, like testimonials, are built into a site like this, and we can get testimonials on any site very, very easily. In fact, if we were to go back to the main page of this website, these main page, what's called a slider on your main page, is often a really good place to put testimonials, because testimonials are very, very persuasive. So there's a lot you can do. We can help you with it. It's actually surprisingly inexpensive, and as I said, we can help you ramp it up. So thank you once again for coming by and taking a look at the components of that high-value website. If this is something that you'd like to look into for your website, or if you'd even like to do parts of it, I'd be happy to help you out with that. And of course, you'll also be receiving our 10-part series on what you can do with your website. That's absolutely free of charge. You'll get each of those one day at a time over the next 10 days. And that's yours complimentary, no charge. We'd be happy to hear from you and find out what we can do together. Thanks again.